Welcome back to the shop. I'm Kirk Anderson. Now this week's project is something that's very dear to my heart. It's a wooden American flag. There are many videos out there on wooden American flags. This is just my version of the American flag. So, I hope you enjoy this video and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now, let's get into this special build. I'm using 3/4 inch pine boards for this, and I need to mill them down a little bit to get them a little bit flatter. So I started that off on the jointer. And then after that, it's over to the planer to make the other side parallel. In doing this, I took the boards down to just a little over 1/2 inch. And then it's over to the table saw to cut the strips. Now for the size of the flag I'm making, the strips wound up being a little less than 1.5 inches wide. Now to get some of the jointer and planer marks off it, I did a quick sanding of the planks. Now I'm not a huge fan of the burnt wood look, but on certain projects it just adds something to it, and this is one of those times. Well, for the colors of the flag, the white is just going to be the natural wood, and I'm going to use stain for the red and the blue. To keep the stain from bleeding over and create a nice crisp line, I'm inserting a razor blade on the boards that are going to be stained blue. And then it's just a matter of staining the boards. I'm using water-based Minwax stain for this. So with most stains, you just brush it on, let it sit for a few minutes, and then wipe the excess off. And same thing for the blue, and this is where those razor blades really come in handy and create that nice crisp line. Now as far as the color, the red is crimson and the blue is indigo. Now once all the boards were stained and dried, I laid them out, then I flipped them over in preparation for assembly. And I am going to put a little glue on them, so I put them on their sides so I can glue the edges. I just want the glue on the area that will be on the back of the flag, because I don't want any glue squeeze out on the front. So put a small bead of glue on there, and spread it out, and then lay the planks back down. Gluing the planks is not the main thing that's going to hold this together. I'm putting 4 planks on the back. Now as you can see, I have spacer blocks placed in there. In most of my builds, I usually don't sit there with a tape measure and measure things out. I will create spacer blocks to align things up with. And I did put a good amount of glue on these planks, and then I used a brad nail to nail them in. Now it comes time to the tedious part, the stars on the field. This is really what determines the size of the flag, is the size of the stencil I had for the stars. I start out just laying the stencil down and then tracing the stars with pencil onto the blue field. And then it's time to start carving the stars. Now I'm using a rotary tool with a very small carving bit, and I'm starting out where I'm only carving out the outlines of the stars. And then I'll go back with a larger bit and carve out the center of the stars. Then once the stars are done, it's just a matter of applying a few coats of a finish coat. Then in order to hang the flag, I'm just using regular picture frame hardware to do this. And there she is, in all her red, white, and blue glory. As I said at the beginning, this build is very special to me. I am a veteran, and I truly support all those that have served and are serving. And I also support all our first responders. So I hope you enjoyed this build, and again, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, all you woodworkers out there, just get out there and cut some wood.